Trobe University scientist Dr. Rachel Mann has developed a new diagnostic test for the major horticultural disease fire blight. Fire blight is not currently present in Australia, but has proved devastating to pear and apple industries overseas.
Fire blight's a disease that's caused by a bacteria and affects apples and pears. And what it does is it gets into the plant, usually through the blossoms or through any natural openings, and it moves through the tissue and kills the tissue as it goes through. And you end up getting dead, blackened leaves and shoots and limbs from the tree, and it looks as though it's been scorched by fire, and that's why it's called fire blight.
Fire blight is one of Australia's major biosecurity threats, and Dr. Mann's research is set to revolutionise screening procedures across the world.
The research in this project was based on improving diagnostic tests for fire blight. This was done with my supervisors, Dr. Kim Plummer and Dr. Brendan Rodoni. The aim was really to improve testing at the border, to make sure that the tests were not missing the bacteria when plant material was being imported into the country. Additionally, we wanted to use these tests for surveillance to prove that we don't have the disease in our apple and pear growing regions or in the country as a whole.
The genetic makeup of fire blight was largely unknown prior to Dr. Mann's work, so the first step in developing a diagnostic test involves sequencing the DNA of the bacteria.
So what we've done to develop the test is we've sequenced the genomes or the genetic maps of lots of different strains of the fire blight causing bacteria. And we've compared those genomes to genomes of closely related bacteria and a whole array of other bacteria. And what we've done is we've identified unique DNA signatures that are only found in the fire blight bacteria. We take a small piece of plant tissue and we extract all the DNA from that sample, and then we put in these specific probes that are looking for those unique signatures that are only found in the bacteria. So if the plant sample has the bacteria, we get a positive result.
Dr. Mann is one of 90 La Trobe University researchers working in the new Centre for Agribioscience. Agribio was officially opened in April 2013 and is a joint collaboration between La Trobe University and the Victorian Department of Environment and Primary Industries.
It's about protecting agricultural production from disease, but also about making sure that we increase productivity to meet the demands of an expanding global population.
The research underway at Agribio is not only important for Australian agriculture, but will have international significance.
So we're hoping that these diagnostic tests will become the international standard for testing of fire blight, and this will help prevent the movement of fire blight globally. It's also important for Australia to maintain its fire blight-free status, because having this disease would affect our market access into certain countries.
Dr. Mann will now turn her attention to developing diagnostic tools for a range of other diseases threatening the horticultural sector.
So the methods that we use to develop the test for fire blight are currently being used in a new project with the CRC for plant biosecurity to develop tests for other plant pathogenic bacteria of high biosecurity risk to Australian plant industries.
Dr. Mann's research won the prestigious Nancy Miller's Postgraduate Thesis Award in 2013. It's an example of the collaborative work being undertaken at Agribio between the Department of Environment and Primary Industries and La Trobe University.